man. I'm gonna ride this pony here. Cause we need to have a news boycott, man. Need to boycott this shit. I mean, turn this television off. Turn TV off. This is what you know, and let's talk to each other, man. Let's turn this news off. This is what I'm saying. I'm asking you, man, let's have a news boycott. Everybody, Fox, CNN, MSNBC, turn all them motherfuckers off. Turn them off. Don't watch them. Okay? If you ain't happy with the information that's being disseminated, right, they'll make. You see, if they can't sell them commercials and can't pay them high ass salaries to all them reporters, see, some shit don't change. And if you ain't watching it, then they're gonna have to lay some people off. Have the stomach for a news boycott. I'm saying boycott the news, man. Turn everybody off. Turn all of them off. This is what we need to. Hey, what's going on? This is what we got to do. The news out our ear, keeping us divided. You know, let me show you. And Asians. Have you noticed that? Have you noticed all of the when you see the news? Okay, when you see the news, you see all you see is Asian and black folk in a confrontation. And I submit that the Asian business community has a hand in. I submit that the Asian business community is just as responsible for a lot of this Asian hate that's going to go in some of these Korean and Asian stores, and they will treat black people like shit. Let me say that again. You can go into some of these Asian businesses in the black community like shit. Okay? You got some real nasty Asian business owner, Korean Asian business owner. How the Korean businesses treat the community. See, some of them people that's jumping these folks could have just came out of Asian store with a bad experience and see an Asian person and retaliate because the store is behind plexiglass. You can't get to them, so you're gonna have to take it out on somebody. And they used to, I never could understand why I walk into some restaurants, man, and man, people be cussing these Asians out like crazy and still giving them their money. You blankety 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 blank. I can't and still here, give me my damn food and get them their money. That's all they want is your money. They don't care nothing about you cussing them out. See, we need to talk about how the Asian business community operates in the black community, because that's where a lot of this stuff started from. People ain't just attacking Asians because they're Asians. That shit is there for a reason. And I'm going to put it right at the feet of the Asian business community. They got a big part to play in this Asian hatred. And don't nobody see when you say some shit like that, you know, if I was talking about white people, there you go, you racist. No, I ain't racist. That's the truth. And we need to deal with this. But man, we need to turn this news off. Now, notice, I'm gonna show you something. See, don't nobody agree with me on Twitter because ain't nobody retweeted this. Nobody. See, now that I done said something, I got 11 people over here. They all like the news. They all like the news. Ain't nobody retweeted the tweet. Man, let's turn this news off. I'm saying turn everybody off. I'm saying don't watch nobody. And that's what we need to do, man. Let's have a news boycott in America. Hey, Patrick, thank you, man. Okay, let's have a news boycott in America. TVs off. Don't watch no more news. Watch anything but news. Get some of these other shows some attention. All right? Turn the news off. And let's see how we do as a people in America. Wonder if we turn the news off, how would Americans treat each other? Damn, hey, what's going on? I wonder if Americans turn the news off, how they would treat each other. God damn, that's $1 million question right there. I wonder they'll be so disrespectful and so angry and vindictive if Americans turn the news off. And then if you turn the news off, how they gonna sell them commercials? How they gonna pay them high-ass salaries? How they gonna do it? You can bring them to their knees, man. But you want to talk about fake, but you don't want to boycott them. You see? And that's what you need to do. Man, we need to boycott American news. Let me say that again. We need to boycott the American news. Too many people talking about fake news. Let's turn it all off. Can I get it? Do anybody think that's a viable idea? Man, let's turn TV off. Let's turn TV off. Boycott American news. Boycott American news. That's what we need to do. We need to have a boycott on American news. Okay? Well, man, tweet this thing, man. Tweet it out. See, even the shit that you've been giving me on here. Now, see, we agree on something. See, this is one of the things. This is one of the things that we don't do enough of. A lot of the people that are hating each other never spend time to try to see what they got in common. Let me say that again. A lot of the people that are running around hating each other don't spend no time trying to see what they got in common. See, I got some people right now calling me a racist, a con artist, all of these things that agree with me. We need to turn the news off. They agree with me. We need to turn this news off. Because right now, that's the problem in America. The news we are getting. We need to turn it off. I got a guy, Golf Hog, said, I'm gonna watch reruns of Columbo. There are a lot of things you can watch. If you want to watch television, watch anything but the news. That's all I'm saying. Let's start a news boycott. Let's start a news boycott. That's bold, man. To stand up and say, man, let's turn the news off. That's all we got to do. If we want to turn America around, listen, if we really want to turn this country around, let's turn television off and start talking to each other. That's how we can solve this thing, man. Turn television off. Turn TV off. And see, that's where the rubber right there. Because believe it or not, man, it's some folk addicted to that thing called television. Let me say that again. See, that's where the rubber meets the road, because there are some folk that are addicted to that thing called television, man. You know, for them to have to stop watching television, their body would go through withdrawals of not having to watch television. They physically would have to go through withdrawals. You know, that's some bad shit. And this is what we need to do. Oh, we need to turn TV off, man. Turn the news off. Let's boycott the news. That's what I'm asking. Man, if you wanna join me, man, join me. Let's boycott the news. That's all I'm saying. Let's turn TV off. Show you no division. See, because believe it or not, it's easier for a young person to go and get some attention doing something stupid than it is being positive. Let me say that again. See, right now, a young person can get more attention doing it. That's how bad this environment is. You got to go be an ass just to get some attention. Don't be creative. You ain't getting shit. But if you're an asshole, you can get some attention. Man, that's what we need to do. Okay? I'm gonna ride this thing. I'm riding this. Because this is the way we gonna do this. Man, people got to start. Hey man, turn TV off. Just start for a day. Turn television off for one day. Turn it off one day. See how you respond. Turn TV off one day. Let's turn it off and see what kind of impact we can cause by not watching that idiot box called television. That's what we need to do. All right. I know this is it. This is it. Let's have a news boycott. True conductor talking about boycott the news. Oh, that's gonna get the attention. That's gonna get the attention. Let's boycott the news. Let's boycott the news. Turn television off. Don't even watch local news. Turn it all off. Turn it all off. And let's start talking to one another. That's what we need to do, man. Turn that damn television off and start talking to one another, seeing what we got in common. You know, it's amazing at how many people right now are learning. They got the same each other to try to find a solution that'll help their child. They ain't trying to help their own child. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make me a sign. Boycott the news. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna make me a sign. Matter of fact, I'm gonna call that in Tuesday. I will have that sign this week. Okay? I'm gonna have that sign. Because we need to boycott the news, man, and start talking to each other. That's the only way we're gonna turn this around. We gotta start talking to each other. And see, that's gonna require a commitment. And you're gonna find a lot of folk ain't committed to they'll talk commitment, but they won't walk commitment. Let me say that again. See, you got a lot of people out here that will talk commitment, but when it comes time to walk that commitment, like a bat out of hell, they gone. Okay? And this is what we're gonna have to change. This is what we're gonna have to address. Okay? I feel this one. Yeah, boycott the news. And that's what I'm gonna take that down to the White House. Boycott the news. Boycott all news is what I'm gonna put. That's what I'm gonna put. Boycott all news. That's what I'm gonna put. Boycott all news. That's what. And if they see we serious, I'm telling you, shit gonna change. Shit gonna change. It's gonna change. And the only people that can make that change is us. They need us. We don't need them. And that's why y'all don't. They need us to sell them commercials too. They need us to be watching that. We don't need them. We can do without them. They can't do without us. Ooh. Did y'all just hear that? See, we can do without the news. News can't do without us. Let me say that again. See, we can do without the news. News can't do without us. If we ain't consuming what they dishing out, they shut down. We had a museum called the Newseum. People didn't want to go. They shut that joint down. The museum is shut down because people couldn't pay that high price to get in there. So if the news need us and we don't need them, why are we talking about fake news? When all we got to do is stop watching it. Why is that? And see, we can start an underground movement right now. People say, "Hey, man, ask your friend, ask your sibling, or hey, for one day, man, let's just turn the news off, go for a walk, talk to each other. Let's just turn the news off and spend that time talking to families, talking to one another, watching the news. Let's talk to one another." And that's a good place to start, man. That's a damn good place to start. I'm getting that sign, boycott all news. I'm gonna make that sign up. I'm gonna go drop that $100 on my sign. Make here. Make the sign up for me, Kathy. Here, make the sign for me. I sure will. That's what I'm gonna do. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. Make a sign up, man. Turn boycott all news. That's what we need to. Man, in fact, let me send this out now. Let me send this out now on Twitter. Hey, I'm gonna have that sign made up, man. I'm definitely gonna have that sign made up. This is I'm gonna get this made up. I'm gonna get this made up right here. I'm gonna make this up, y'all. Boycott all news. Boycott all news. Let me turn it off. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We need to turn it off, you know, and until hatred and animosity and vindictiveness that has been intentionally poured into us, we ain't gonna do no better. We're still gonna be doing the same thing. Yeah, we need to boycott all news, man. We really do. We really do. And listen, uh, if on Twitter, hey Patrick, thank you for the retweet, man. Thank you for the retweet, Patrick. Um, we need to. This is what we need to do, man. We need to call for a news boycott. We really do. Somebody need to do it. Say boycott all news. That way we get the good. See, it rains on the good and the bad. Let me say that again. It rains on the good and the bad same time. Okay, so since we don't know who's who, we're gonna get them all. Get them all. Don't leave no stone unturned. Get them all. And this is what we need to do, man. Have a news boycott. I know your favorite channel might be CNN. Turn it off. Or Fox. Or MSNBC. Turn it off. Turn it off. Now let's see how many people. I got 7 people on Twitter. Only one person has retweeted. Man, let's boycott all news. To do this. Hey, feeling hurt. Thank you. It's up to us. And let me tell you something. See, if this idea start picking up some steam, that people saying, God damn, that boycott all news. Okay? That's gonna get their attention. No news at all. Watch you some television. Get you some reruns. Okay? Go watch them. Catch you some old reruns you used to like. Watch them, but turn that news off. I ain't say boycott television. I said boycott all news. That's what we need to do. Okay? We need to turn that news off, man, so we can get their attention. That's all. Because we ain't happy with how they reporting. And the only way this can be possible, we all got to participate. You see, you got a lot of people talking about, oh, yeah, true conductor. I boycott shit and be sitting right up in front of the television, eating a snack, watching the news, fixed on the television. But you got me believing you boycotting and you sitting down there watching because you addicted. And see, and all this is going to show you is who's really addicted to this thing called television. Because they can't turn the news off. They can't turn it off. All right? Listen, y'all. I'm going to work on this sign. I'm going to get that sign. I'm going to get that sign. I sure am. And I'm going to take it down to the White House. I'm going to take it down to the White House. Boycott all news. That's what we need to do. Maybe if we can turn this news off, we might can start coming together. That news got us divided. Let me say that again. It's that news that's got us divided. Turn it off. That's all. Turn it off. All right? Turn it off. That's what we got to do. Turn it off.